All right, this is part two. Now we're going to talk a little bit more about the setup on the iPad mini. By the way, I'm going to go ahead and show you what the setup looks like and how it should be set up. Again, the lens of the camera on the iPad needs to be at eye level. So what we're looking at is, show it to you like this. Here's the iPad, here's the light, they're right next to each other, and this is at my eye level. Alright, on the iPad, just click this button to turn it on. If for some reason it's in total shutdown mode, the button at the very top will turn that on, but it should work just with this right here. Go ahead and turn it on, slide to turn on. We do everything horizontally. We don't shoot this way, we shoot this way. The very bottom is called the dock. That's where we have all of the programs that you'll need for what we're doing here. On the left, settings. What we're doing first is you've got to connect this to your Wi-Fi system at your office. Hit Wi-Fi, and then it's going to show you the different Wi-Fi options. Go ahead and click yours. If there's a password, go ahead and put the password in and get that going. You should now be connected to the internet. Part two, Skype. What we're going to do with Skype is, before the actual interview, we're actually going to connect via Skype so we can look and see what your shot looks like. Make sure that there's not enough, make sure there's enough headroom, that there's not too much headroom, that you're actually up pretty close. And by the way, this is how close it needs to be, so your interview shot should look something like this. I personally like it a little off-center. See how my face is about a 1/3. If you break the screen into thirds, I'm on 1/3, which gives my background. You can work with my background and put something interesting in the background. Don't just put a white wall behind you, and don't sit against the wall. Have something interesting. This is my living room, and so we've got our Christmas stuff up right now, and maybe that's your waiting room or something, or maybe it's one of your examination rooms that would be in the background. But this is how close you need to be when you're setting up the shot. Your head should take about that much room on the shot. So what we're going to do is all you have to do is open up the Skype account. I already have the program set up, so it defaults, so it opens up to my personal account. And at the time that we agree that we'll connect, I'll connect to you, and that way we can see each other, and I'll just call you. You don't have to do anything. All you have to do is just open it up. Next one is the camera itself. There are two cameras on the iPad mini. One is facing this way, one is facing the other way. Here's one camera is right there, and on the back side is the other camera right here. So what you've got is, when we're shooting, the interviewee is going to be looking into this camera right here. I actually have a little sticky note that says, keep looking here. Here's the camera right here. So when you're doing the interview, the person being interviewed, make sure they're always looking right into here, not looking away. So if I'm engaging you in a conversation, if I'm talking to you like this, you seem disinterested and like you don't really know what you're talking about, make sure you stick here, right here, to the lens of the camera when we're doing the interview. Also, it's very important to remember to keep looking here even while the question is being asked. Just stick with it. If you want to see what it looks like, watch CNN or Fox or one of the news stations and see how they do a satellite interview. When the person that's being interviewed via satellite, they always stick straight looking into the lens of the camera the entire time, even while the reporter is asking the question or the person on the desk is asking the question. So they're not looking around like this. So please stick right here. It's very important. Okay, on the setup, you need to slide the switch over to video. And make sure that there's a camera that has like a 360 arrows on it. Make sure that we are pointing toward, so that this camera is being used. If you double click, it goes full screen. If you double click, it goes 16 by 9, which is what we want. So it needs to be 16 by 9, not full screen. So double click, it's full, not what we want. Double click, and it goes 16 by 9, which is what we want. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you. Actually, see if we can do a double work. I don't know if I'm going to work. Okay. Yeah, I can work that. Okay. If this is the framing of me during the interview, if I tap it, it's going to adjust. It's not look. Oops, double click. Go back there. But if I just tap it once, what it's doing is it's focusing on me. Now it's all washed out right now because you're looking at an image of an image, but it's actually a very good, clean, quality image. So if you are able to just tap on the person's head, it'll focus and make sure the iris is perfect. So that's when you know you're set up and you're looking good. To start recording, just click that button, and you'll see the numbers start rolling at the very top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to roll one clip per topic. We're going to be talking about 5 topics, so each topic will have, there will be 5 video clips, 1 for each topic. At the end, just click it again, and then it turns off. If you want to do it again, click. Topic number 2, just let it roll, 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 and then turn it off. Now, if you hit on the bottom left, it'll show, and then the camera roll, it'll show you all the video clips that are in the memory right here. So actually, you can go and double check it, hit play. Click. Topic number 2, just let it roll, roll, roll. And there is what I just recorded a second ago. Okay, now let's say we're all done with all the interviews. Go to the last spot on the right is Dropbox. This is all set up. All you have to do is click Dropbox. It opens up, and it should, as long as you're connected to the internet, start uploading to Dropbox, our account, all the clips that you just recorded. And it does it automatically. So let's see, we've got 3 left. There's 1, and it's just uploading 1 at a time. So this will take some time. It'll probably take 2-3 minutes to upload each of the clips, and obviously depending on your speed of your Wi-Fi. So once all of that is uploaded, we will be able to download it and then put it into our studio so so you can have a conversation with the host. Now, we'll also need to do a double check once we are done with the interview. Once we get all the clips back in to so we can look at it. So don't disassemble all your stuff when you're done. Just keep it there. Keep it there just in case we need to reshoot any of the segments, because we need to make sure that it looks good. And to clarify, we're going to do a Skype connection simply to make sure that the framing looks good. Once we are all set and the camera is all set and the iPad mini is all set, we will disconnect via Skype, and then you'll record locally here on your iPad mini. We can't do the same. We can't do them at the same time. The question and answer session will happen via phone. We'll have a little speakerphone set up, and you can actually have the conversation that way. So just to let you know how that is going to work. And that should be it. Actually, pretty simple. If you have any questions, obviously let us know. But we'll definitely work this out and make this great for you. I do appreciate it. Thanks.